I was staying overnight in the city, and there was literally 4 channels on the TV. We were very limited with what we could watch, so we watched Wolf of Wall Street. Hadn't seen it in a while. Entertaining movie, very vulgar, very inappropriate, but I mean, I like that kind of thing, so whatever. But, however, Leonardo DiCaprio's in it, obviously, and we gotta talk about him. I'm just gonna give my opinion. It doesn't really matter because Leonardo DiCaprio is a multimillionaire and an A-list celebrity. He doesn't know who I am. He does not care what I think. I don't find him attractive. At least now. Like, back then, he was okay. He was a cutie. Like, in the Titanic, he was cute. By the way, he was older than the girl that played Rose. Kate Winslet, she looked like a grown-ass woman. I thought she was 30 years old in that movie, and he was like 18. No, he was like 21, and she was 19, I read. Are you kidding me? She looked like a grown-ass woman, and he looked like her, like, younger brother. I know our features change as we age, but, like, why has his face gotten so wide and big? And, like, he's got such a big head now. I'm like, oh, my God, I hope my head doesn't get that big. Like, it just, like not figuratively, like, literally, his head is, like, big. I heard your face gets really wide when you do a lot of cocaine. Just saying. I would probably bet my left testicle that Leonardo DiCaprio does cocaine, like, on the regular. Are you kidding me? He probably has a fucking room full of it, a trunk full of it. He can afford it. I did a little research. I thought he was only in his 40s. I thought he was like 48 or something. This guy is 50 years old. Keep that in mind. 50 years old. And this is why I think he's creepy. I don't know if you're aware of this, but he's always dating somebody significantly younger than him. They're usually in their 20s. They're never older than 25. Literally, there's this whole ongoing joke that he dates people once they hit 25, or maybe it's like 26 the year after 25, he dumps them and finds somebody younger. Like, and this keeps happening. It's like a pattern. So it seemed like a funny joke at first, but I actually think this is like reality, and he's doing this. Like, he doesn't want to date somebody past 25. And he's just getting older and older and older, and what? Like, and I'm pretty sure he's currently dating a 19-year-old, like a 50-year-old and a 19-year-old. Yes, it's legal. Technically, it's legal. They're an adult. Okay, but does that make it, like, morally right? I don't know. What does a 50-year-old have in common with a 19-year-old? That's weird. That bitch just became legal a year ago. Literally 2 years ago, she was in high school. 2 years ago, you were 48 years old, and she was in high school. That is fucked up. Come on. I feel like just because something's legal doesn't make it right. Like, that's just so creepy and weird. A 19-year-old and a 50-year-old, and like, I don't know. And the fact that you would dump people, like, when they turn 25, that can't be a coincidence. It keeps happening. And it's like, how do you just lose interest in a person? Like, how do you, like, when I like somebody or love somebody, I'm obsessed with them for years. Like, how do you just lose interest in a person all of a sudden? Like, oh, you're 25. Sorry, don't like you anymore. I can't even fathom doing that. Like, if this person turns 30 that I like or whatever, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, you're just too old. Bye. I'm an open-minded person. I mean, come on. I'm Randy Kelly. Like, and also I'm in the gay community. There's really no, like, age gap relationships are not weird. There's really no rules in the gay community. Like, there's older with younger, you know, it happens all the time. I just find him fucking creepy, and I think he abuses his power and his wealth and his status to get these people. I mean, these are always, yeah, they're models or whatever, but they're not famous until they start dating him. They're not famous, so they're probably like, I mean, who the fuck wouldn't be tempted? He's rich as fuck. He's like literally one of the biggest stars in the world. Of course they're gonna want to date him. And he's like not hideous. I don't find him attractive, but he's not hideous. Really doesn't give me the vibe he's got like a big D. Like, I don't know. I could be so wrong. Like, but doesn't he give you that vibe where it's kind of small or average? Like, average is fine. I'm not hating on average or small. I mean, small dicks need love too, but like, just saying, he doesn't really come across like, oh my God, it's huge, because he's kind of short, isn't he? But that doesn't always mean anything. Yeah, the girls he's dating are hot. I could see him being attracted to them, but then you wonder, do you actually like these people? Are they literally just an accessory to you? I'm sure they are. I mean, you could probably just buy whatever you want in the world. I always think about these rich people and just how they could literally just pay anybody to do anything. And it's kind of sick how, like, you literally have the ability to just get pretty much whatever you want in life because you can just pay any, like, if they wanted to hook up with anybody, they could probably just pay them. Like literally you could get anybody you want just because you're rich. Like, it's kind of sick. Also, who wouldn't want to say they hooked up with Leonardo DiCaprio? Like, I would hook up with Leonardo DiCaprio, and I don't even think he's hot. And he's not even that unattractive, so it's not even that hard to, like, hook up with him because you're not, like, disgusted by him. But then there's people like Harvey Weinstein, who was so disgusting, but he had so much power and money too. But he literally, like, would abuse people because that motherfucker's ego was so big, he didn't even bother trying to pay them, it sounded like. He just took it upon himself to try to abuse them. Okay. And listen, I've hooked up with a lot of people that are much older than me. I've hooked up with people that are younger than me. Okay, as long as everybody's legal in the situation, I think hooking up it's whatever. I mean, people are going to do it, whatever. But I think when you have a pattern of having relationships with people and then they're always in their early 20s while you're in your late 40s, well, now you're 50, but you were in your late 40s and they're always like way younger than you. And then as soon as they hit 25, which isn't even old, like I'm literally older than 25. So what am I, ancient? Like he wouldn't even date me, which whatever. But my baby face ass with my twink ass body that looks like a 12-year-old, he wouldn't even date me because I'm considered too old. Look at me. I'm too old for him. Like, that's sick. Like, and I think he just thinks he can get whatever he wants in life. So he's like, oh, okay, you're too old. I'm bored of you. Bye. I'm going to go find somebody else. So like, you're 25 now. Sorry, that's way too old. I'm going to go find a 19-year-old. And then maybe next year an 18-year-old. And then maybe like, I'll move to a state where it's legal to have a 17-year-old next. Everybody literally thinks I'm 20 years old, like, or younger, like, or 21 to 23. What I'm always torn with getting older because yes, with it comes wisdom, experience. You also get a little bit more respect when people know that you're older. Hopefully they respect you more. But also there's ageism and like people judge you, and especially in the dating world, sometimes, especially in the gay world, it's become like this normalized joke. Like you look at a lot of the memes on social media and it's always like gays at 30 and it's literally like a picture of a skeleton. Like, and like, yeah, we all laugh and we're like, oh my God. But like, that's literally not that far off from how gays view like becoming older. Like they really do think like 30 plus is like old as fuck and like, oh my God, I'm so old and you're too old for me. Like you should go on Grindr. A lot of people in their profile are like, no one over 30, no one over 28. And it's like, they're like 24. It's just kind of funny to me because I'll see a 30-year-old looking younger than like a 21-year-old. Like it all varies. I look younger than a lot of like 20-year-olds that I've seen. Like no shade to them, but like there's some people that just look fucking old for their age. They just do. Like, and okay, so you happen to be 21. That doesn't make you more attractive because you're 21. Like there's people in their 30s, 40s, 50s that look better than you. You're just young. Like no offense, but young doesn't always mean attractive. Like there's a lot of young people that are not cute. I look better now than I did at 21, 22, 23. I was a lot fatter. I was a lot more unhealthy. I was never fat, but I was puffier. Like I just looked unhealthy. I didn't look as put together. I didn't do skincare, didn't take supplements, didn't really take care of myself. Anyway, point is, I think Leonardo DiCaprio is fucking weird. And yeah, he's rich and he's famous, but okay, I do think people that have just everything in life actually sometimes are like super miserable. I'm just saying, okay, imagine having access to just everything you want in the world. Wouldn't you get so fucking bored? Because eventually you're going to be like, okay, what do I do? Like, what do I do next? Like, what is going to make me happy next? Because you literally can just get whatever you want. There's no really like working for something. Like, what's the next goal? How can you have goals when you have everything? Like, and personally, I like the Kardashians, but they're an example of people that I think literally are just like looking for things to do and like trying to be, I think their purpose in life is just staying relevant and just continuing to make money and like getting attention and like, but like they literally just have whatever they want pretty much. And it's like Kylie Jenner, she's a fucking billionaire, right? She's gotta be like, I'm surprised she's not addicted to like heroin by now, because she's probably so fucking like, what do I do with myself? Like, I'm bored. No shade, Kylie. I like you. I actually like Kim the most and Khloe. Those are my two faves. Even though everyone hates Kim, I like Kim. I don't like Kourtney. I think she's really fucking annoying. Like, and she talks really slow. It's like, can you speed it up, bitch? Like, you sound like you're in slow motion. But that's just my opinion on the matter. Yes, you can date who you want as long as it's legal and whatever. But I just think there are like moral rules in life that, yeah, just because something's legal doesn't make it like a good thing to do. And like, you just look kind of like a big ass douche. Not that you give a fuck, but like, you look like a fucking douchebag. Like, you're dating like everybody under 25, they hit 25, you break up with them. That's fucking weird. What kind of world are we living in? Don't you want actual love? Don't you want actual purpose? Or maybe you just want to do drugs and fuck hookers and like young women and date them until they're 25. I don't know. I guess it's not really my business, but I mean, at 80 years old, what are you gonna do? Like, are you finally gonna settle down with somebody at fucking 85? Hopefully. Jack, come back. I'll never let go. I love you, Titanic. My heart will go on. So until next time, I'll talk to you soon.